We moved here in 1976.
Indeed.
And I can't remember, because I wasn't looking with those kind of eyes, what the garden looked like then.
It was pretty bare. It was
Really?
pretty bare. There were a few rhododendrons. There was a lot of laurel, which was horrible.
Yeah.
You came down from the garage.
Yeah.
There was yew, and there were other big conifers. That little corner, the kitchen courtyard, was completely overshadowed by yew trees, enclosed.
But any special plants? Just
Very little.
Very little.
Very little.
So was it really much of a blank canvas?
Apart from the structure of the garden, which was what attracted me, really.
Okay.
Because it was divided up as it is still.
So how long did it take you to kind of, I don't know, get a feel for the spaces, to kind of think about what you were going to plant?
I don't know. It just sort of gradually happened. It just evolved, which it does. That's one of the nice things about a garden. It just evolves.
So I know that Grandpa loved his garden. Was that the first time you really loved gardens? Was it because of Grandpa and his influence? Yeah.
I grew up with it. I used to go in the woods and we'd gather a leaf mould, and he made his own compost and did his own pruning, and belonged to the RHS when there was a very small membership, before the war even. So I have no idea what the numbers were, but very small. Yeah, and he loved it. And I enjoyed working in it with him. Even cutting down nettles and brambles and just the whole thing.
Yeah.
No, it was lovely. It's a great privilege to have a garden yourself.
Yeah.
These many years.
Yeah. And when we were walking around the garden earlier, you were saying, it's this, well, you described it as a battle. I think battle, it's maybe,
No, that's too harsh a word.
But you and nature, you're kind of, sometimes you're going with what it gives you, the way something grows and the way that it just takes over. And on other occasions, you have a feeling you want to do that. I mean, is that always a difficult balance?
It is. It isn't even a balance. It never gets to be a balance, I don't think. It just changes and evolves, and nature gives me little bits that I think are so beautiful. I've got to build on them. Like where something spreads out an arm and drips a few flowers, or just plonks itself in a totally absurd place, but somehow it sort of works. So I think being aware of all that gives you a helping hand in ending up with something that's interesting, I suppose.
So when we walk around the garden, you're talking about the spaces and the light and the textures. I mean, you talk about a garden being like your canvas. I mean, you are an artist with it, really, aren't you? It is your garden is, you've spent your whole life devoted to it. Every second.
It's a very creative thing. Yeah. But I put it in the same category as the other things that I've done, except that probably it's the most important one, I think, overall in my life.
But I've often thought, because you also, went into fashion, you dressmaker, you made all those things, your knowledge of fabric, textures, colours, I think there's a massive overlap with all of that as well.
It's all the same.
All the same.
It's all the same. All the same. Yeah.
So you say it's the most important. So if you think about your ceramics, your textiles and painting and all that sort of thing, but the garden is always the most important. Why is that?
I think it's necessary to keep me going. I am the garden is me. So it's so deeply entwined in my being, my life, that you can't separate it, and I need it. I really need it. Can change my state of mind totally. If I'm feeling low, I only have to go out there and work, and it changes it. It's just such a part of everything. I can't separate it out from me, really.
No.
At all.
No.
I know every corner of this acre. I know what grows, what weeds, where the slugs are, where the grass snake eggs are in the compost heap, where the fox comes and I never see him but I can smell him, where the birds are, which birds, butterflies, just all wonderful. So with every week, every month, there's a whole load of wonderful things going on. So you just revel in what there is doing good things at the time.
Well, you must realise also that the knock-on effect of all your children and your grandchildren is that we're basically all addicted to gardening as well. So that must be really nice.
That's not just the garden though, is it?
No, it isn't just the garden.
It's the cooking and
the cooking and the making and the doing. Yeah. No.
Well, you've all got that sort of instinct within you, I suppose.
Yeah.
May it continue down the next lot of...
Absolutely. So what are your plans for the garden then? For the next 10 years, Mum?
Well, I think it's got to be whiskery, because I'm not going to be able to do all that I've done in the past. So the edges won't be neat. Grass won't... It'll be grass, not lawn. There'll be the odd nettle and dock and scrubby bits. But I think it will continue to evolve, and I shall be taking things out and putting things in and moving this and wanting that down. And I have got plans. Nothing too firmly put in place, but they're there.
Yeah. And your pots? Because your pots are often made...
Oh, they're all made for the garden.
Made for the garden.
Well, they're the ones I like making. Yeah, I've got some more ideas actually.
Good. So we've got the roses coming out soon. We've got the wisteria out in full bloom on the front of the house, which is always
nearly gone.
Nearly gone.
Here today, gone tomorrow.
Gone tomorrow. It does go so fast. You said earlier that this is your favourite time of year, so end of April, beginning of May.
Well, it's just full orchestra, and it is enchanting. It is paradise. It's when you want to say, stop the clock.
Yeah.
Stop the clock. Just here.
Yeah.
Let's hang on a bit.
Yeah.
When it goes churning on.
I know. Yeah.
And it's a memory until the next year.
Absolutely. Yeah. No, it's incredible.
What amazes me is that no matter how many springs or end of April's, beginning of May's one has seen, everyone comes as a total revelation.
Yeah.
Which is pretty good. Pretty nice thing for humans to sort of dwell upon and remember.
Yeah.
Next year's going to be just as wonderful.
Yeah. No, it is. It's always magic. Always longed for after winter when it arrives. Yeah, it's gorgeous stuff. Really good.
Oh, it's all wonderful.
Yeah.